think Pakistan is one of the most exciting countries of the world. Trust me, it is all said and done. Everybody still, it's just, I think, the most happening country in the world. Believe it or not. It is still the most level playing field. It is still the most undiscovered country. It is still always controversial. The controversy makes it so dynamic, There is every kind of person residing in Pakistan. I had it all in life. I mean, like every normal human being has everything, we all have everything going for us, mashallah. We are from a strata of society. But I was always unhappy. There was always a sadness inside me, which I couldn't explain. And I really thought that there was something wrong with me. Everybody's fine. And I have the home, I have the family, I have everything around me. And I wasn't happy. And I would always be searching for some kind of something. And I didn't know what I was searching for also.
I used to be in San Francisco, and I was in the Silicon Valley being a venture capitalist, and the whole Silicon Valley in 2001 had collapsed. And I was asking this question, why am I here? What am I doing with my life? And I wanted to find my own purpose. And there was a complete crisis in my life in terms of why? What am I here to do in this world?
I was a very hyper person. I had, things like attention deficit. I couldn't read a book in those days, by the way, because I had seen so much, and I didn't even know these were the things wrong with me. And I used to just marvel at people sitting, calmly on a sofa and just looking beautiful, and it was a far cry for me. I had seen a young death of a brother in those days and a young sister also, and I had no idea how to just sit and just sit.
When I did this course, I didn't have too many expectations, but I felt a little out of place. What am I doing here? People are talking about, being there because they were stressed out. I was looking for more, and I was stressed out too, but I wanted more, and I was just thinking, that I'm not stressed out. I'm not like these people. But when I did something called the Sudarshan Kriya, which is the core of this course, right, of the art of living, it just allowed me to drop all these ideas, or drop my mind, drop my body, just to be quiet for a little while. In that quietness, I discovered my true self. So I take this 9-hour train journey. All my life in Peshawar, when I was growing up as a girl, I used to always imagine having a backpack and traveling on a coastal highway. And suddenly I'm there, and I said, oh my God, this is my dream coming true 40 years later or 35 years later. I arrive in this redwood forest, 35 total strangers, and we're made to sit in this fabulous circle, total strangers. And I say Pakistan, and my teacher, Anne Farrow, says, Pakistan, we have a Pakistani living with us. And here I thought I was the first Pakistani doing this course. I actually heard about her later on, and she was doing the advanced course. And the teacher was my roommate, and she came and said, I've met this most amazing woman. She epitomizes the Sufi soul, and you have to talk to her. They forced me to call her up right away.
And I go home after the course is over, and I get a call from Naeem Zamindar saying, who are you? And I said, who are you? That kind of thing.
Yeah, they were in love with her, and therefore that love carried on to me. I said, wow.
And that was a phone conversation, and that ends. 3 months later, I happened to be coming back to Pakistan. And my teacher, Naushad Tharyani, happens to be again back in Pakistan. And he doesn't know that I'm coming back. And he's living in Naeem's house, and he's also never met Naeem. Anyway, I come back for the summer vacations, no intentions of having a course or anything. And Naushad comes, and I arrange a course for him. He said, listen, you're here for 2 months, we may as well have another course. And there comes Naeem also. And suddenly we meet, after that phone conversation. And within a week or literally a month after that, we were functioning like we've known each other for 100 years.
And what a beautiful soul.
And over the years, I've discovered this beautiful soul who's been my, we've partnered together to build the art of living in Pakistan over the last 7 years.
Because all of a sudden, Shri Ravi Shankar happens to be coming to Pakistan, and I have to do the entire visa process for him. And a teacher called Mawahib Shehbani, one of our most senior Muslim teachers, also arrives. And Naeem is guiding both of us. For the life of us, I have never met all these people in my life, and I am functioning with them as though I know them all my life. Even my daughter said, "Mother, who are these people?" And it was like I was being, there was some force driving me, and for the life of me till date, I don't know what the force was, because I had met none of these people. I had never met Shri Ravi Shankar. So it was like a fascinating phenomena that whole week as to how we went about enabling his, visa process. Every day, for instance, till 2001 till 4, when I did this advanced course, the advanced course was totally transformational for me, because in that critical questions were asked which I could never believe that one could be asked this in a lifetime, and those were the most critical questions. And what I have realized in these 5 years, that's the most important thing, That love is important in life, beauty is important, balance is important, simplicity. There are lots of things that are important in life, but I think the most important thing out of all this is a commitment. And when that commitment is being fulfilled, then all other aspects of your life come into play and they're taken care of. This is the misconception that everybody thinks that this technique would have been having anything to do with religion, but believe it or not, it's just a technique and it fits into any religion. Yeah? And just like that, it's fitted perfectly into the Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
The reason why I came back to Pakistan to teach the art of living was I cared about Pakistan. I wanted to make a difference, and I wanted to find a way to make a difference. And I felt that this was a great way to do it. I'm a businessman, I do other stuff. That makes a big difference too. But I realized, yes, you can feed people, but there's something more important. Even give them an income, right? And help earn a wage. But there's something more, right? You may have all of those things and still not be happy. And making people realize that their true self and the true potential is what inspires me. And what I think will turn around Pakistan. We are 6,000. I know in the next 10, 20 years, 30 years, there will be millions and millions of people who will use this technology, this know-how, this know-how that can transform their lives very simply and improve everything they do. When they pray, they'll be able to pray with such depth and connectivity. It allows you to drop your mind and become one. Okay? Islam is all about becoming one. जो तौहीद कहते हैं ना, one with not only Allah, but yourself, with your others, your brotherhood, but just dropping your mind, it naturally falls into the space. When you can drop your mind, automatically your ego drops, and a lot of these ideas that we're stuck in, and we're able to find a heart connection, and that is beautiful.